They say every car has a story. This one was a heartbreaker. We're talking about a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, folks. This ain't your grandpa's Cadillac. This is the top of the line, the pinnacle of luxury and automotive art. And it was sitting in our shop looking like it had tangled with a monster truck and lost. Bad. Now we here at Gas Monkey Garage, we love a challenge, but this was something else. The Cullinan was mangled, twisted metal, shattered glass, the interior looked like a dumpster fire at a leather factory. It was enough to make a grown man cry. But hey, that's what we do, right? We take these automotive train wrecks and turn them into masterpieces. We bring them back from the dead. This wasn't just about fixing a car, this was about restoring a legend, a symbol of success, of power, of everything this Cullinan once was. We knew we had our work cut out for us, but something told me deep down that this was going to be one hell of a ride. First things first, we had to see what we were dealing with. Now, I've seen my fair share of beat-up cars, but this Cullinan was in a league of its own. The front end was crumpled like a used napkin, headlights were gone, probably shining bright in some junkyard in the sky. The hood was a mangled mess, looked like someone tried to turn it into a modern art sculpture. And don't even get me started on the interior. Ripped leather, busted wood trim, it was a massacre in there. It was clear this wasn't just a fender bender, this baby had taken a serious hit. But here's the thing about Rolls-Royces, they're built like tanks. Underneath all that damage we could see the bones of a masterpiece. The frame was still solid, the engine, though hurting, was salvageable. We had a long way to go, but there was hope. This wasn't gonna be easy. Parts for a Cullinan aren't exactly hanging on the shelf down at the local auto parts store. We're talking rare, expensive, and hard to find. But hey, that's what makes it fun, right? Now, you gotta understand something about the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This ain't your average SUV. This is a status symbol. A rolling testament to success, craftsmanship, and let's be honest, having a whole lot of cash to spare. When you roll up in a Cullinan, you're making a statement. You're saying, I've arrived. Named after the largest diamond ever found, the Cullinan is all about luxury and power. It's got a twin-turbocharged V12 engine that could outrun a cheetah on a sugar rush. The interior, forget about it, it's like sitting in a palace on wheels. We're talking hand-stitched leather, real wood trim, and enough technology to launch a spaceship. This ain't just a car, it's an experience. And we were tasked with bringing that experience back to life. We knew we couldn't cut corners. Every detail, every stitch, every piece of chrome had to be perfect. No pressure, right? Section 4. Engine resurrection, breathing life back into the beast. The heart of any car is its engine, and the Cullinan's V12 was no exception. First things first, we had to carefully extract that beast from the mangled wreckage. It was like performing open-heart surgery on a rhino. Lots of heavy lifting, some choice words, and a whole lot of sweat. Once we got the engine on the stand, the real work began. We're talking about dismantling it piece by piece, inspecting every component, and replacing anything that wasn't up to snuff. Bent valves? Gone. Scratched pistons? See you later. We treated that engine with more care than a newborn baby, and slowly but surely, we started to bring it back to life. Now I ain't gonna bore you with all the technical details, but let me tell you, getting that V12 purring like a kitten again was a thing of beauty. It was like listening to a symphony orchestra tuning up before a big performance. You could feel the power just waiting to be unleashed. Section 5. Bodywork ballet, hammering out imperfection. With the engine singing its sweet song, it was time to turn our attention to the Cullinan's mangled body. This is where the real artistry comes in. We're talking about taking crumpled metal and turning it into a work of art. Hours were spent painstakingly hammering, welding, and shaping the body panels back to their original glory. We used a combination of traditional techniques and cutting-edge technology. Laser measurements, computerized jigs, you name it, we threw everything we had at it. It was like watching a ballet, except instead of dancers, it was burly mechanics wielding torches and hammers. Every dent, every scratch, every imperfection was slowly but surely erased. We even managed to source a brand new hood, which, let me tell you, was like finding a golden ticket in a Wonka bar. By the time we were done, you'd never know this thing had been in an accident. It was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes.